Yo, everybody, this is an Let's Chill video. I just wanted to do it here because I didn't want to do it in my condo because I have something special for my condo. And there's another video after this one, like right after this one. Okay. Take a seat, everybody. Take a seat. We're going to talk about We Found the Body, that Twitch streamer that was being a douche to that nerdy curvy girl, because we about to talk about it. Now look, I don't really stream very often, and I'm not on a VTuber regular streamer kind of level. So I may not know the full etiquette of streaming like everybody else does. But I just gotta say, like, We Found the Body was all like, there's a bucket of like, he asked this girl, like, hey, why have you been in my streams? Like, what's going on? And like, I don't know, man. It didn't really seem like everybody's like, but Bugsy trauma dumping. He asked everybody. He fucking asked. Like, to me, I wouldn't, trust me. If you want to dump a little bit of what they're frustrated about, I would let it happen. Okay? I'd talk about it. I'd be like, oh, hey, but hey, you with the crew now. Let me just cheer. Let's do some. Let me play some games. We'll talk. We'll all talk, and I'll cheer you up. Or try to. I know there's no way I can actually cheer you up from that, but try to at least make it bearable for you. You know what's the difference between me and We Found the Body? I actually can be, what exactly? Empathetic. Because I've lost a parent too, and I know it does not feel awesome. It doesn't feel good. You know? I know how that fucking feels. And I feel like what We Found the Body did was very douchey. And the fact that Nerdy Kirby says, like, in her thing, that she just, she overshared. I'm like, no. No, Miss Kirby, you didn't overshare. You didn't overshare at all. He asked, you told. People like that, I don't understand, because if he really didn't want to know, he should have never said nothing. He should have said, hey, how you doing? And he shouldn't have followed that up, because life can be hard. We lose people. People die. And it's fucking hard and difficult. And even though it happened in July, like you said in your tweet longer, you're still feeling it. And there ain't nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong with you telling this dude and answering his question. You didn't do shit wrong. This dude's an uncaring, unfeeling, a dick. Because, and his apology to me is the most insulting you could be to a person that has lost somebody. And I don't give a good god damn if any of you feel like she was oversharing. Be a little bit compassionate, folks. That's the one thing on this channel I really try to preach. Hope. And then try to be a little bit compassionate. Because we've all been on the internet. We've all dealt with uncaring, unfeeling douchebags. Who don't care about you, but feel the need to fuck with you. And I'm just saying, if he didn't want to know anything else, he didn't have to ask. And We Found the Body. Sir, I want you to know one thing. You, to me, seem like an uncaring, unfeeling dick. Your apology basically amounts to, well, it's not my fault. And yeah, you did make an apology. You did make a Twitter apology. Yeah, you probably did make that a Twitter apology after that. But I feel like you did it because people were on your ass, and because they were on your ass, you didn't. You kind of had to smooth it over because everybody was on you. I think people still are. Everybody's talking about it. Oh, see, I have to laugh at morons like you. Morons that just feel like acting like just saying bucket of bummer. What the fuck? Like, bro. Mostly early 2000s and 90s kids say that. I mean, like, we got like a radical, like let's just say we got something called a radical pass, and I don't think you get that radical pass. You don't have it. It's not with you. Okay, I'm just joking. But quite honestly, a bucket of bummer. Sorry, you could have said anything. Well, you could have said anything but a bucket of bummer. What are you, a Ninja Turtle? Are you gonna say gnarly to the max? Oh my god, it's totally bogus, man. Like, God. And here I am. Ranting like I used to. Like it's fucking 2010 one more time. I say this. For those of you that say, she was still trauma dumping, he asked the question and she answered. You can get mad at me and say all the shit you want, but at the end of the day, he's the one that asked the question. And she answered. She didn't overshare or step her boundaries in my eyes. Let me tell you something. Let me tell all you little streamers out there a little something from a YouTuber that's been around. People come to us for entertainment, laughter, and to feel a little bit better about themselves, even if only for a minute. If we can take away their stress, their pain for a few minutes, we'll do it. We do it. Or at least I do it. I'm not saying you gotta be exactly like me and be the dude that cares about everybody. You don't have to do that shit. If it ain't in you, cool. But don't be like this dude. Don't be like this dude. Don't ask a question you pretty much probably didn't even want the answer to anyway. And then just say it's a fucking bummer, because that just proves that you're rude, you're being disrespectful, and you're probably slamming that person's fucking feelings just because you ain't prepared for it. But you could say, Bugsy, but we're not fucking psychiatrists or therapists. We're not qualified to do this. So, I'm not saying psychoanalyze her and make her feel good while you're getting paid. While you're getting paid to just tell her, while you're getting paid to write something down while you're talking to her. Not saying that all therapists is like that, but I'm just using a generalization for like horrible therapists that I've heard some people go through. I'm not talking about the kind of therapists that go for paychecks. I'm just saying for the people that do that, for the people like they're just asking for a little support and a little bit of like, yeah, okay, man, it's all right. How about how about so you can be like, oh, we'll talk about like maybe after work we'll talk about it. If you feel like you want to do that, you don't have to. Or hey, well, you came to my stream, so let me entertain you. Sit back, relax, get some chips, get your favorite drink of your choice, and we're about to do some shit tonight. How about that? If I can only kind of make it bearable for you for a little bit, that's good enough for me. See, but here's the thing. I think I feel like I'm the one that would say this shit because I'm the one that actually, can exercise empathy. Because, well, I've been there. I know what that's like. I know what that feels like. I lost a lot of people before, so I know what that feels like. I know what that feels. In my time being alive, I lost 2 grandmas, an aunt. I lost an aunt. I lost an aunt. My grandpa. Lost a lot of people. So I, more than anybody else, understands. And it's not me just going, calling her and saying it's all right. But I know how that feels. And I feel like We Found the Body is one of those kinds of people that be like, you tell them something like that, and they're not streaming. You tell them something like that, and they just yell. And be like, but you're bringing down the mood. You're bringing down the mood. You're bringing down my vibe. You're bumming me out. No. Because I've ran into people that are exactly like that. Me and my old crew. Taka, Jake. Well, not really Jake. He's gone too. But Jake, Sky, and Miles and I have ran into people like that, and it pisses us off at the lack of empathy that people don't have for each other. It really pisses me off because it's like, oh, it's a bucket of bummer that this person literally decided to just kind of tell you this, and you asked. Heck, I heard from, Sky's the one that told me about it, and I was like, Sky's the one that told me about it. He was the one that told me about it, and I was just mad. And I saw this dude, We Found the Body, and just his lack of care. And he's only really apologizing because people are on his ass about it. Personally, We Found the Body, if I have one thing to say to you, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Okay, buddy? If you want a perfect little stream where you don't want no negativity, don't ask, alright? Because I personally believe you live in some sort of fantasy world where it's all gumdrops and rainbows and unicorns coming out of every orifice. Because I don't think you live in the real world, to be quite honest. And any streamer that says, I don't want no negativity. Listen, folks, we in the real world where people deal with a lot of things, and they come to folks like me and you to chill, to relax, to calm down. So there will always be some people that are negative. And the internet, I don't know if you noticed, is inherently negative with a few positive spots. I personally feel it's downright idiotic to believe that you ain't gonna get no negativity while you stream. There's gonna be people who troll, people who say shit, people who want to show you how negative the internet can be. And to say that and anybody who says that don't happen, you haven't been on your site or social media thing long, have you? Or you're like one of those people who anybody who has something negative to say about you, you just shudder. That just proves that you shouldn't be on the internet, That just proves you shouldn't be on the internet. Because if you don't got the stomach for it, you shouldn't be on it. But that's how I feel. To Miss Nerdy Curvy, I want to just say this. I am sorry about the loss of your mom. I know what it feels like to lose someone firsthand. I know the kind of sadness, and just a bunch of things that you'll never get to do because they're gone. I get that. I know how that feels more than anybody else. I know how it feels. And a lot of people can sympathize because if they ever lost somebody, they can sympathize with you too. I don't feel like you did anything wrong. I don't feel like you overshared or anything. I understand. I totally, completely understand. And I want you to know that, it, like, hey, there are people you can talk to. There are people you can talk to around on the internet that will fucking be a little bit better than this dude. I can tell you that. I've seen it. There are, like I said, there are negative people on the internet, but there are positive people. You just need to find those people to talk to you, to be there for you. Some people will say that the internet is not for people, for helping people. But I like to say bullshit. It actually is. Sure, there's negative people in every corner. But here, on the internet, you find out who you find out what kind of person you really are. Or you find out what you actually stand for. One person once told me that the internet is for the spiritually weak. And for people like that, I say for those people, they can't handle what the internet dishes out, and they pretty much prove it when they speak. Like that. But I feel like people will get it. And if any of those We Found the Body fans get up on your case about it, remember, they haven't dealt with the kind of shit you dealt with. If they did, they're trying to hide it. One thing about the internet is that people don't try to show weakness because people try to use that against other people. And that's how it is. And see how thoughtful I'm being, and see how I'm actually, being genuine? Because that's how people are supposed to. That's how I think people should be in these kinds of situations. Okay? Not little clout motherfuckers that want to just start shit for the sake of starting shit. Show that you actually give a shit. Show that you care. Rather than be a bitch about it. I think for We Found the Body, I don't think he can be. But that's how I feel. Stay tuned for another video from me, which will probably be a little bit sooner than you think. And for We Found the Body, for shame. For shame, you bearded idiot. For shame, you lugubrious bitch. For shame, you Neanderthalic, apathetic ignoramus. Just thought I'd say it. If no one else has already. And oh yeah, have fun with the streaming career, sir. I think you should rethink you should rethink some career opportunities, actually. But what do I know? Hey, what do I know? I've been here on the internet for years and years and years. What do I know? Been around, saw some things. What do I know? But either way, peace. And have fun with the streaming career. Because I don't think you're gonna be able to come back from this, Chief. Have fun.